Alright guys, so this is another Patreon request, and this one comes from Tom Hibbert, who asked me to do a sequel to his story from last year. If you guys remember, he asked to do a story, real quick, just gonna put that up there, just show the progress of the room real quick, right? Gotta, you gotta flaunt it, right? You gotta show off the fruits of your labor, am I right? So, yeah. So this is a sequel to one of his fanfiction idea called Planet Yang. Planet Yang, if you guys remember, is kind of like a takeoff of Planet Hulk, where Yang got blasted off from her world and into the world of Triceratons, who kept her as a gladiator until she broke free alongside her Warbound, which is IG-88, Toffee, Dominator, post the end of the show, and the Topaz twins. So she has her own little unique warband, and at the end of it, she's now freed the enslaved by the Triceratons. And she had an opportunity to go home, but she decided to stay behind until the slaves were taken care of and safe. So this takes place after that, where Yang now. Full disclosure, this isn't like we're gonna get World War Yang. This isn't, because Yang has no reason. If you guys remember, in that story, it was an accident, and Tyrion just blasted her off into space. It wasn't because of Ironwood or anything. So there isn't like going to be a World War Yang. But yeah. So in this story, we're picking up where we left off, and you don't. Trust me, you don't take what the Triceratons consider their property and call it a day. You don't get to do that at all. So what happens is that the Triceratons, the Emperor is like, go fucking, I don't care who does it, but I'm putting out the biggest hit on this bitch. This Yang person, she's dead. I want everyone in every system to know that that there is a huge price for her and her little warbound. I want everyone. Everyone, sir? Everyone! Yeah. So, needless to say, the Emperor is a little cross that, he basically got embarrassed by Yang. So, there's now a massive hunt, and there's a very big, sizable number on a very sizable bounty on her head. That's going to attract some people. So yeah. Meanwhile, back with Yang, they've recently stolen a ship and are looking for somewhere to drop the hostages off and save them. Put them somewhere. And Yang is like, she's thinking to herself, did I do the right thing? Should I have just gone home already and gone back to see my sister and my friends again, see Blake again? And she's talking to Toffee, Toffee in here is very much like, he doesn't have a quarrel with Yang. So he doesn't really have the reason why he's worked so well with her is because he doesn't have a quarrel with her. He's seen himself as a slave before, so of course he's not going to see himself as a threat. He's not going to see himself. He's going to see a little more of Yang in him, and he kind of keeps his misdeeds to himself for the most part. He really does kind of keep his misdeeds to himself and doesn't really like to throw out the idea of, hey, I'm a fucking terrorist. So that's kind of where everybody is in this story. So she's talking to Toffee, and she's like, look, Toff, I don't know if if I can be a capable leader. I in no way, shape, or form don't know if I can be the leader these people look up to me. I basically gave up a chance to have a normal life. When I got here, I was like, I didn't want anything to do with it, but now it's like, I feel responsible for all these people, and all I really want to do is just go home to my, to my home, that's where my sister is, that's where, someone really important to me is, and Toffee's like, it's understandable that you're homesick, but, you kind of chose this for yourself. The fact that you did this is important in that you did this. You have to now be responsible. They don't, you are now a leader, whether you like it or not. And until this journey is over, you've got to see it through and see them through. Because I can guarantee you the Triceratons are not going to let that happen. So, yeah. Also, she like, IG-88, who is a bounty hunter, is like, yeah, statement, they've put out a hit for you. God! And Yang's like, God damn it. So, her and her team, the 5 of them, and she's like, should I be worried about you, IG? And he's like, statement, you know, you saved me in the arena, so that's payment enough. So we're good. You know, we're good for now. So, you know, we're good for, you know, you and I are good. And he's like, and Dominator's like, I thought you hated flesh bags. And he's like, yeah, but she did save me, so it's gonna so I'm gonna make an exception to the rule for now. So the first bounty hunter they come across is Cad Bane. And Cad Bane is just, you know, he's just like, I heard a lot about you, Blondie. Let's see if you can back that up. So they fight, and IG-88 is just like covering fire when he breaks into the ship. And I want, like, just for the sole fact of having Toffee fight Cad Bane, and he's like, so, heard your name's Toffee. I heard a lot about you and what you did on Muni. Nasty work. My only regret is that you did it for free. And Dominator's like, fuck you. So they team up. They actually beat down Cad Bane, and that's when when Yang slowly realizes that I'm working with fucking murderers, because she finds out what Dominator did. She found out what Toffee did. She knew what IG-88 was capable of, and she kind of figured out what Topaz was. But by the end of it, she kind of decides, you guys are like my team right now, and I need to depend on you just like you guys depend on me. So the story kind of like the story goes on into Yang trying to find a way home after trying to find the former slaves that the Triceratons had, while trying to basically avoid and evade all of them. Like, she is just trying her best to avoid and get away from all of these different, you know, threats and whatnot. While at the same time, on Atlas, Ruby's trying to use the machine again to find and pinpoint Yang again, until she eventually gets a hit. Now that they know where she is, they can kind of get a hit on her, and eventually they do reach out to her and find her. Like, they do find her again, and they actually, like, there's a great... this would be a great moment where Yang is basically, you know, Yang and her team are surrounded by the Triceraton military, and they're just about to be destroyed, and then in comes Team Ruby, the rest of Team Ruby, along with Penny and John and Nora and Lee, and as well as Winter. You know, they all come flying in, and it's like, you know, help has arrived, and they beat them back, and Yang has an opportunity to go home, and this time she takes it, because now she's managed to save, you know, the imprisoned gladiators, and she also gives some advice to the others. Like, she tells IG, you know, not every fleshy is a threat, and he's like, I doubt it, but you will be the exception, Yang Xiaolong. And she tells Topaz, even though you were in exile, you're still you can still do good for these people. And Topaz actually offers to stay. The Topazes actually stay together, fused, and decide to watch over the enslaved. However, Toffee is, Dominator's like, fuck this. I see my future, and it is bounty hunting. And Toffee's like, and she's like, Toffee, dude, bro, are you gonna be a dick too? And he's like, I can't deny my nature any more than you can, Yang Xiaolong, but I will call you my friend. No matter what and whatever thing is, and however you see me from here on out, you will be my friend. We are warbound. So they all go their separate ways, and Yang returns home. So there you go, guys. That is Planet Yang 2, or Planet Yang Coming Home. Once again, I'd like to thank Tom Hibbert for this Patreon request, and you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this story? Did you guys like it, hate it? And as always, if you'd like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon, where you guys can hit the 4th tier and start sending me requests for videos to do here on YouTube. But other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.